What's up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin, back here with another video. Still wearing my Chiefs shirt because I'm very happy about the Chiefs' latest win this past day, I guess you could say, from Saturday. And we're going to be talking about the football news next today, and we're going to talk about what exactly what's going on in the with the wildest and intriguing football news stories and rumors that you Assassinators need to know. Not rumors. Some football news stories and transfers that you Assassinators need to know from from the Yahoo Sports article. And start things off, we got Michael Penix Jr. leads Atlanta to victory over in Giants in first NFL start, replacing Kirk Cousins. Penix enjoyed the benefits of a strong run game and in a swarming defense in win. In Atlanta, it says Michael Penix Jr. has arrived as Atlanta's starting quarterback a little earlier than expected. But it's tough to argue with the results a 34-7 win on Sunday over the New York Giants that keeps Atlanta in the hunt for the a playoff berth. And it said right here that Penix looked composed and confident in the pocket most of the afternoon and while he didn't throw away a noon, Penix the number 8th overall pick in the 2024 NFL draft led the Atlanta Falcons to victory just days after being named the Falcons starting quarterback for the rest of the season. And presumably for the foreseeable future, yes, he received a substantial help from the defense which claimed two pick sixes on Giants quarterback Drew Lock, but Penix showed control and poise in his first NFL start, giving the Falcons a level of hope in the quarterback position that had severely dismissed in recent weeks. Earlier, this week, Falcons head coach Rasheem Morris promoted Penix into the starting role after a series of in effective effective games from in in incubant of Kirk Cousins. Penix had thrown all 5 passes all season. Coming into Sunday, his only snap this season had come late in blowout losses to the Broncos and the Seahawks. No and no assignment it is truly easy in the NFL, but facing the Giants very much in the running for the league's worst team was a less daunting challenge than most Penix enjoyed the advantage of a swarming Falcons the defense that put 14 points on the board and held New York to just 7 points in the first half first half of none in the second. Although he had Bijan Robinson and Tyler Al Al was that Algier, yeah, Algier, like in the backfield as easy bailouts, like in Penix, like through like easy and often starting with his very first play from from scrimmage, like he showed more mobility in the pocket than Cousins ever had in his arm strength. Like was obvious, like right from the jump. Like Robinson, did a severe a cheat code for Penix, and carrying like the ball 22 times for 94 yards and two touchdowns. Like Giants, defenders had to respect Robinson's ground game, giving Penix room to move and distribute the ball to Atlanta's uh, uh, essential of receivers. Like the problems for Penix was those Falcons receivers added a degree of difficulty to his debut with three in the hand drops in the first half alone. Like the most like the most the 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 egregious Kyle Pitts juggling and then cough coughing up a pass at the goal line with just 16 seconds remaining in the first half. A play which went down in the box score as a Penix interception. The Atlanta defense was much more generous to the Penix, gifting him 14 points, and swarming Giants quarterback Drew Lock all afternoon. After Lock marched the Giants on a 14 play, 8 minutes scoring drive. Atlanta reeled off 34 straight points, and just to end the game. It says that Penix find the day with respectable enough numbers 18 of 27 for 202 yards and that one interception. One importantly though, he didn't do anything to cost the Falcons yardage points or even the game, remaining in control and a, an ex, an exact and executing a run heavy game plan that allowed him to thrive without significant risk. But what are your thoughts on Cousins with this new quarterback on the league, which that is what's name Michael Penix? And do you think he's going to lead them to a playoff berth, at least in the seventh place spot, and maybe getting a record of maybe 10-7, which is possible? I wouldn't doubt, but we're just gonna have to wait and see what he has to offer. But either way, yeah, give me your opinions in the comments down below. Moving on, we got some Lions news now as a fake fumble to protection, a full Bears, in a blowout, with for a franchise record of 13th of their 13th win. And it says right here, a high orchard Detroit Lions offense doesn't uh, res- need to resort to a tricky put to put to put the points like on the board. It says right here that but it sure is like fun when it like does like, and it says right here the that the Lions like pulled off like the best trick plays like for a touchdown like pass on Sunday when they went in a 34-17 win over the Chicago Bears. It it featured like some strong acting by quarterback Jared Goff and running back Jamar Gibbs. Like Jamar Gibbs, like and support like with from the offensive line to sell it, and it said right here, Goff appeared to stumble after taking a snap like for under center on the first and 10 at the Chicago's 21 like yard line, like and as he formed like falling like to the ground like so did Gibbs like, and like when what the Lions sold as a botch like handoff like with Fox like miss phones pick like up like players like yelling like ball like and fumble like as Gibbs fell like to the turf like, but Golf like maintained possession like on the ball, which he hid like with a turned like to his body like as the that remained upright like in and Chicago defenders, meanwhile, bit on the fake fumble as the Lions like linemen like to their blocked to their left, like as it if it were like on as if it were on the run play, like by the time like Bears like defender realized that what happened, tight end Sam Laporta like had broken free over the top like of the secondary golf like of an uncorked a pass like from the 30-yard line, and like found Laporta wide open like in the end zone for a touchdown. You can see it for yourself right here on the video that the Lions posted right here.
Stumbled after taking the snap. It doesn't matter. Connects with Laporta for a Lions touchdown. Even when something goes wrong, it goes right for the Detroit Lions. It's really supposed to be Laporta who's right there that's going to kind of stumble out of there. And I wonder if that was a trick play because now it looks intentional. You have Jahmyr Gibbs fake falling. You have Jared Goff fake stumbling. And then all of a sudden Laporta comes screaming out.
And do you think that was the most genius play that the Lions have ever done? And also, yeah, I want to give a huge congratulations to the Lions. Now they're 13-2. They're kind of similar to the Chiefs. They didn't lose the second place in the overall NFL on the list, which the Chiefs are number one. My boys, them Chiefs. And maybe I have a good feeling that we could be seeing both the Lions and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Just saying. But anyways, it says right here another look from behind the line, like scrimmage, shows like just like how like or orchestrated orchestrated the effort was. Like Gibbs rolled like as he fell to the turf, like and immediately popped back up to block like as Golf like turned like completely around and looked directly in Laporta's direction, like with making like with Jared Goff look like he's about to stumble and fail. at the same time. But here's the video of it.
One for the Bears today. Jahmyr Gibbs falling on the ground. Jared Goff.
In the case if you missed it, I'm gonna do a replay of it.
Earlier,
Like in
next
this
thing you
where
know,
you do it
Laporte's
to the
racing
Jets.
down that sideline for a touchdown. Nobody covering him. Great play call by Ben Johnson.
But yeah, again, congratulations to them on their record-breaking record on the season of getting 13 wins, and yeah, offensive coordinator Ben Johnson and his offense had clearly practiced the plays to perfection, and it says right here that the extended Lions lead to 34-14 to help ice the Lions' win early in the third quarter with the victory Lions Where's Trady's pull-ups? Pull-ups. Oh, is that out in the living room? Yeah, where's the ones that I keep finding? Oh, well, okay. I thought still be right near the couch.
Oh, well, they're still so better than. Remember, I went to the hospital that wasn't open. Well, then the new pack should still be somewhere. There's no way all the clubs are gone.
Oh, no, I know the new pack is over here.
Maybe it fell in that great couch. That's where I seen it.
Yep, she's right. It's all where it could be found, right? Mm-hmm. And Vikings for of the season, and it says in a new franchise record. It says the trick play was the highlight of the 30th plus point effort. It says from a Lions offense that leads the NFL in scoring of had another stellar day like step a day, like while completing completing a 23 to 23 of 32 passes like for 336 yards like with three touchdowns and no turnovers. A Lions team adjusting to playing like without like injured running back like David Montgomery piled up a 474 yards of total offense. Gibbs thrives in number one role with 154 yards from scrimmage in a touchdown. But what are your thoughts onto this win? And do you think they're going to be number one seed in the NFC side? And could they potentially go to the Super Bowl? Which I believe, they keep this up, I would be confident that they will be doing it. But either way, let me know down in the comment section right down below. But let's move on into the next slide. Next up, we got NFL scores of live updates of the Vikings visiting the Seahawks in a critical NFC matchup with playoff implications. And it says right here that the Vikings enter with 16 at 16 at the week 16 with a 12-2 record, and in the in the league's in the league's most top heavy division on the outside of the division lead. They'll end the season at the Lions. So there's much to still be settled in the NFC North division. But having already clinched up a playoff berth, the Vikings can start thinking about how they stack up against other playoff caliber teams. Enter the Seattle Seahawks and who are fresh off a Sunday night football loss to the Packers. They could have lost more than in the game with Geno Smith suffering a knee injury, but he's out track to play this Sunday's game. And Seattle will need him. The Seattle Seahawks are tied with the Rams atop the NFC West, and they lost to the Los Angeles early this season. Their second matchup closes the regular season and could wild up to being the division division title. So Seattle needs to stack a win with a tough opponent in town this week. And it says right here also in the later window, it says right here the 49ers visits the Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills host the Patriots. And then you can see the lineups right here, who's going to be playing each other, which it shows on Fox, on 1 p.m. Eastern. There was the Giants taking on the Falcons. They won that game, while the Lions won a game against the Bears at 1 p.m. Eastern till 4 p.m. Eastern. 3 p.m. Eastern, I meant to say. Yeah. What am I even talking about? With the wait, I'm right. Yeah, it is 4 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah. On Fox and then on CBS, we're going to be also see the Browns against the Bengals, and the Tennessee on the CBS also with the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. And on Fox, we got the Philadelphia Eagles against the Washington Commanders, and the Cardinals against the Panthers, which you can see right here on today's lineups, from 1 p.m. Eastern, like on Fox and CBS. Uh, the Jaguars versus the Raiders, and or even the 49ers against the Dolphins. And as for the Viking game so far against the Seahawks, Sam Darnold came out sizzling like on the opening series, like going like 7-8, like for a 50-yard, like and a 5-yard touchdown pass to Jordan Addison, like his third catch of the drive, like and eighth like touchdown catch like of the season, which you can see, right here on this video that they posted like a few minutes ago.
Darnold over the middle, got a man, got a touchdown to Vikings, strike first. Well, watch, he wants to work this slant up top. Sam Darnold's eyes are going to go right there to the right, and then he feels the two defenders on Justin Jefferson, and he knows to get back over the ball, that little sit route. He barely hit his back foot. I mean, his cleats weren't fully in the ground, and that ball was coming out on time.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on that touchdown like itself so far? Do you think that's going to help them get a win and get their 13th win, just like the Minnesota Vikings, of giving them a chance to possibly be the #1 seed? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. But also, like, if Geno Smith's playing, this could be competition. We could see him could come back and get a win. Like, this could be his 9th win. Probably break the tie of the Rams. They're tied at 8-6. And who do you think is going to win the games between the 49ers and the Dolphins and the Raiders and against the Jaguars in their own stadium in Allegiance? And then what about the Patriots and the Bills? Do you think the Patriots could pull off an upset, or do you think the Buffalo Bills going to make the Patriots yet again their next victim? And for a long time, like for not being a Patriots fan, like I hope New England would win. I believe some people probably would be very proud of me for rooting for the Patriots at this time, even if it's for the benefits of my boys, them Chiefs. If they can help get a win, like, yeah, we all good. And we can be guaranteed #1 seed. But let me know about that in the comment section right down below. But also, like, who's going to win the Dallas Cowboys against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game as well, like, along with these lineup of Sunday games as well. But let's move on and let's go to got the Cleveland Browns news as Miles, the youngest player to reach 100 sacks, like days after putting team on notice. Yeah, like we got Cleveland Browns defensive end, Myles Garrett, like, reached #1 career sacks during like a week 16's 24-6 loss to the Cincinnati Bengals. And it says right here, Garrett got the milestone sack late in the first half, tackling Barrow for the 8-yard line, or an 8-yard loss. When I even came up with the line part, 8-yard loss that gave him 100.5 sacks for his career, tying him for number 60 on the NFL's all-time list. He now has 12 for the season. But let's see right here on this. But yeah, here's a video of the sack right here. Bengals lose 8 yards.
just takes and runs. And Garrett gets him coming around the blind side.
And did y'all see that? I'm impressed with Garrett on that.
And he had to fight through a tight end. And so Cincinnati puts a tight end over there to help out their left tackle. Coming off the edge right here, you see how Garrett fights through the tight end and then bends the corner. And their first was quiet against the Cincinnati, but how about that? 100.5, pretty good. End of the day, 5th in the NFL this season.
But wait, what are your thoughts onto this sack? And despite them losing against the Cincinnati Bengals, again, I could be making fun of Cincinnati right now, but I'm choosing not to because it was a predictable game. And plus, they were in their city, but they should keep it that way. And this was an arch rival team, so I'm not quite surprised. But I still think they're the worst, horrible, disgusting garbage city in the United States, unlike the city that's right in the middle, which is where the Chiefs are located to play, and which they were at when they played against the Houston Texans. But yeah, for the couple of the Houston Texans players that got injured, including Tank Dell, yeah, I wish them speedy recovery. Hopefully, the best doctors do get them all patched up and all, like I'll say, all taken care of, I guess you could say. And hopefully he gets a quick recovery sooner rather than later. But anyways, like sack and barrel to reach like the mark seemed like appreciative with Garrett getting to the Bengals quarterback 9 times in the 8 games they've played against each other. That's the most Garrett has against one team during his NFL career. And do you think next season he and do you think the Cleveland Browns will ever be better on the next season? Which the way I see it, if they're going to be in the very last place, they're going to definitely get the first round draft pick, for sure, at this rate. So hopefully they find somebody that's really good that's going to make the difference and fill in that issue they've been having with the Cleveland Browns as of late. But we're just going to have to wait and see what issues they need to fix with the Browns, because they're being being absolutely terrible right now. I mean, at least they're not I'll say 0-15 right now, but still but 3-12 is not even better either. But we're just gonna have to wait and see what's to expect from this I'll say what's this I'll call it the I would say how they're gonna fix this mess up setback, I guess you could say. Yeah, that's the right term to put it. But Garrett becomes the first player in the league history to reach 100 sacks before the age of 29. He turns 29 next week. With the sack, he also tied Bruce Smith and Lawrence Taylor as the 4th fastest player to get up to 100 sacks. Achieving the numbers in 115 games played, which Smith is the NFL's all-time sack leader with 200 with Taylor ranks number 9 with 142. But let's let's move on to the next slide. We got Jalen Hurts ruled out of a game versus the versus the Washington Commanders, with a concussion replaced by Kenny Pickett. And ain't that the former quarterback on Pittsburgh? Yeah, that is. Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts left Sunday's defeat against the Washington Commanders with a concussion. He sustained the injury in the first quarter on in Eagles touchdown drive. He was slow to get up after his head hit the turf on a tackle and jogged to the sideline. He was replaced by backup quarterback Kenny Pickett, and not returned. The Eagles eventually ruled him out. And here's the video of the unfortunate of the event, which you can see for yourself. Pickett complete 3 out of 3 passes on the drive, even including a touchdown to AJ Brown to extend Philadelphia's lead to 14 to 0. Hurts left the field for the locker room and the Eagles announced before their next possession that he was being evaluated for a concussion. And Pickett returned to the field to Philadelphia's next drive and threw an interception to linebacker Frankie Louvu, yeah, and Washington scored a touchdown on the ensuing drive to cut Philadelphia's lead to 14-7. And Pickett's touchdown was his first since joining the Eagles in the offseason. Pickett previously started for 2 seasons with Steelers after Pittsburgh selected him in the first round of the 2022 NFL draft. He last threw a touchdown on November 2nd, 2023, in week 8. In week 8, yeah. He then lost his starting job after falling to throw a touchdown in 4 consecutive games. The Eagles traded Pickett in the offseason to back up Hurts. Hurts left the game with the Eagles battling for the number 1 seed in the NFC playoffs. The Eagles enter Sunday at 12-2, in a 3-way tie with the Detroit Lions. The NFC North teams, I should say, let me rephrase that. The Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. For the best record in the conference, a 2-time Pro Bowler Hurts entered Sunday having completed of 69.2% of the passes for 200.6 yards. 206.6 yards per game, with 18 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. But what are your thoughts on about this But what are your thoughts on the Like, what are your thoughts on Jalen Hurts being ruled out of playing for the rest of the game? Do you think it's just this game, or do you think it's going to be for the rest of the season? I hope that's not the case. I hope that the Philadelphia, hopefully they don't have to miss him for the next 2 games. Yeah, that would be very horrible to see at this time. But hopefully they bounce back from this unfortunate event, and hopefully they get him back by next week's game, which I'm not sure like who's going to play, but I'll let you assassinators know once I get some information for that. But but like the final score like of this game like ended with the with the Eagles at 33 to Washington Commanders get 36-point winning by a field goal, and yeah, and now they're like 12-3 now, like that, which at the moment they're out of the picture of being number 1 seed, just probably settling at second. But but can you think? But do you think that that they can bounce back from this and go back to and be in the number 1 seed? Like, or do you think that chance is over? Like, especially if Detroit does get their 14th win. Let me know down in the comment section right down below. But we're gonna end today's foot, football news with. We got Sunday Night Football like news now as no. Oh, we already know what that is. So I'm about to skip to the next news. I'm going to talk about the Week 16 inactives. That's on of tonight. I mean, yeah, today. I meant to say because it's the afternoon. Commanders tight end Zach Ertz like active for Eagles rematch. Optimism for David Montgomery's return. Like you can find all the inactives like for Week 16 right here, and and injured like MCL in David Montgomery's season, and he is not active for Sunday's game against the Chicago Bears. Like running back could be on the field again sometime next month, if all goes well. According to the NFL. The NFL Network's Ian Rapoport, like Montgomery, like South, South, like shout out, like other options, like and will not undergo surgery to repair his MCL. He will rehab like the knee, like and hold out hope like that he can return during the playoffs. Like, should the Lions make a deep run? Like, optimistic with a couple of doctors that he saw the last two Lions head coach Dan Campbell like said Friday that I think we may see where this thing goes. It certainly sounds more optimistic. Montgomery was evaluated like by trainer during the second quarter like of week 15's 48-42 loss to the Buffalo Bills. Like after testing out like his knee on the sideline, Montgomery I decided to go back like in into like go back into the game. Like he finished the game with a 5 carries like for the 4 yards. Like Montgomery also suffered like like a knee injury, like earlier this week, early this season in the first quarter of the Lions' Week 6, like win over the Minnesota Vikings. Although he was initially listed like as questionable after being held off the field, Montgomery returned to the game in the second quarter. And we got all the lineups, which I'm gonna show you guys right here, who's injured, if it's permanent or just at the moment, temporarily, even permanent or temporary. Let me rephrase that. You can see all the lineups, which I think will be very long for y'all to hear, like me just naming, going down the list, like who's inactive to play this week. And yeah, there's so many names like in positions that's going to be out for this week. Like, yeah, whether if it's temporary or permanent, yeah, we're not to expect it. But I hope all these guys that are injured, like in the lineup of Week 16, do get healed up and recovered sooner rather than later. Wish all of them a speedy recovery as well. But 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 like, what are your thoughts on these games and these lineups? And do you have any predictions on who's going to win these games? Which I got most of them predicted. Maybe I'm being kind of biased of the Buffalo Bills game though, but I just hope that the Patriots genuinely win today. Yeah, and you know what? Like, I'm starting to be more of a fan of them, even though they kind of not playing their best at this time. But they maybe next season they could. But yeah, but let me know about this in the comment section right down below about these lines. And yeah, that will be it for today, Assassinators. And now, like, and what are your favorite? What's your favorite news story onto these lineup of news? If you ask me, I would say I'll say maybe I'll say the Lions like play their fake pump the fake fumble play that Jared Goff and what's his name, Jamar Jamar what's his name but yeah, like I like that one when you throw it to Laporta. Like, yeah, like that was probably my favorite one, and them getting 13 wins. Like, yeah, I can just feel that they're Super Bowl contenders for them back-to-back Super Bowl Chiefs. But yeah, but let me know who's your dream team to be facing each other for that prestigious Lombardi Trophy for the 59th year anniversary, which I cannot believe it's almost like at the 60-year mark, because it's been it's been a thing since 1965 to 1966 season. Like with the first team that went to that Super Bowl is none other than the Chiefs, because their then owner Lamar Hunt was the creator of the Super Bowl, but alongside like his wife, what's her name? Uh, I totally forgot like her name. Was it Lisa or Betty Hunt? Yeah, but yeah, she came up with the name with him creating the trophy for the division in the NFL at the time, but which they were called the Chiefs were called the AFL, like back in the 60s in that era, while the NFC was the NFL. Luckily, they merged them together, just called the overall team the NFL teams. Like, and they just come up with a different name for the sides. Like, we got the AFC, which is the American Football Conference, and the NFC is the National Football Conference. But yeah, and the Chiefs were the first ones to play in that game against the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, which too bad Green Bay won, even though I'm a Green Bay fan as well. But yeah, but let me know down in the comment section right down below, yeah, about that. And also, and if you like this video, please make sure to hit the big thumbs up button and smash on that subscribe and the post notification bells as well for more SNA videos. And make sure later on to check out my Sunday Night Football review video, where I'll be talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will face off against the Dallas Cowboys live at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. And yeah, I you can see that Baker Mayfield, like in many reasons, he's going to lead them to victory. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. Like, and I hope y'all have a fun rest of your afternoon. And I'll see you all in the next video with some more SNA content. Until we meet again, Super Ninja Austin out of here. Bye bye, my Assassinator friends. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye bye. Peace.